Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Sims 4. Now today we are recreating a real-life house. Now, I've seen this a lot on YouTube, specifically the Sims part of YouTube, and I wanted to do it because I've had kind of a little bit of trouble thinking of what to build. And this is kind of, I would say, family home, and I really love the way it turned out. It looks, I'll have the picture on screen, obviously, you guys already see it, but it looks really similar to the actual photo. And as you can see, I'm also kind of like playing around with the roof, and usually I would just let the roof be and like kind of whatever is, if you know what I mean. But I actually genuinely tried on this roof. I always try, but like I was really trying to replicate it, and I think it was also good for me to replicate a real life house because it also gave me opportunities to branch out in my roofing, because it's usually just that gabled roof and then the triangle roof that is in the front here, or the flat one thingy. Oh my god, I can't think of the name right now, but I only use 3 types of roofing, and I never really mix and match. Unless I have like a porch, then I use that slanted roof in the front here, and I overall just really love the way that's turned out. Plus, this front part right here with the windows also made me kind of experiment with the windows. And, like, the size of it, the placement of it. Usually I would never do that. I always go with the exact same door, the exact same swatch. As you can see, I'm pretty basic. I mean, if you've seen any face cam videos of mine, I also have the exact same hairstyle. Accidentally, I sometimes have the exact same t-shirt. So I'm very basic. You can always rely on me for being the exact same throughout literally every stage of my life. But I also use platforms for this back half here, because I couldn't use certain types of roofing because they were too big or whatever. Plus, it was just tiny little areas you probably would never see, so I just kind of put that there. You could only see the picture that I looked at, you could only see the front of the house, so that's what I'm trying to do now. There's no, like, floor plan or backyard or anything like that. You could just barely see fencing on the side, so that's what I did later in this video. But this also had me branch out in landscaping. And usually I put a lot more landscaping, but the minimal landscaping look was actually really good. Plus, I never really used that stone, and it is super cute, like both the pathway up to the door and up to the driveway. And I never really use garages because sometimes I build them just for fun, but they serve literally no purpose. And don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. And it also, like, it kind of gave me this country vibe, and I really love that. Like, if I had to choose 2 types of houses that I really love, it would have to be country home kind of style and modern, because I just love those 2 styles. Like, those would be my dream homes. And I just really love the way this turned out. But now we're working on the garage. I also tried to branch out in the type of lighting I was using in this build. Later, when we go onto the kitchen, I'll point it out, but I didn't use the saucer lights, because literally everybody uses the saucer lights, because they're just so useful. They're so small, they're so useful, they come in very good colors, and so everybody uses them, because we don't really have a lot of this stuff like that in The Sims 4, sadly. But I really love the way this turned out. I love the floor plan. It's just, everything about it makes me very happy. Except the couches. I really do wish we had some more monotone couches. I was gonna use Snowy Escape, but then I was like, I've already used that in like literally every build for the past like couple weeks. So I decided to also use different cabinets, which was very nice, because once again, I always stick to the exact same thing. Every single build that I do, it's essentially the exact same thing, so I really was forced to do this in a way. When in my own mind, I was like, God, I do the exact same thing every single day. It really is like Groundhog Day. It really is. And I also tried to fit like 2 cars in here in the garage, but it didn't work, so I just put them out in the front. You guys can make the garage bigger, but it just looked like it had to be smaller, if you know what I mean, like from the reference picture. But as I was saying, Groundhog Day really is just normal life at this point. Literally, I do the exact same thing. I get up at the exact same time. Literally, nothing ever happens except maybe I'm more productive one day than the last one. But it's literally the exact same thing, and they always vary in quality. Like sometimes I have a really good day, but the next day I have a really bad day. But that was just life before quarantine anyway. So, oh my god, I just honestly. Just life is crazy, y'all. It really is. But anyway, I'm also going to just go ahead and say this right now, so I don't forget and like rush at the end of my videos, because you've probably seen a ton on my videos, especially my speed builds, that I like rush to do the outro and I like completely get lost in my own thoughts. So just gonna say this right now. My origin ID is GoodLuckSim, or the hashtags are GoodLuckSim and GoodLuckSim with an ER. If you want to download this, I love the way this turned out. And I did use move objects, so if you are missing anything in the build, you might just have to turn on move objects, which is used with testing teats. Testing cheats true, which is opened by Control Shift C, and then just type in bb dot show hidden objects and bb dot my god. Move objects, yes. Oh, it's so simple, I should remember it. But now we're working on the kitchen, and as you can see, I use like those different pendant lights. I just barely zoomed over it. But that is really nice. I actually really like that. Plus, I used a different light in the living room, and I really like that light. I honestly thought it was maybe too eccentric or modern for this type of style of house that I was going for, but it actually fit perfectly, and it was very difficult for me to not choose modern furniture, to be perfectly honest, because I always build modern. Y'all know me. I always build modern builds. I always like do black, white, gray. That's my color scheme. Even in real life, that's my color scheme. So it was very difficult to like use that gold and like not choose certain potted plants that look more modern than others. And it also made me like branch out with my furnishings. Not only the lights and all that. The furnishing, like, I don't usually use wood tones, because as you can see, I'm kind of struggling to match them. And that's why I don't build a lot of wood-based homes, because of those swatches. The swatch problem's horrible, okay, y'all? If they just did, like, spend a couple months working on making all the swatches look perfect, I literally would not mind if we didn't have a pack come out, like at all this year. I would literally be okay with that, as long as they were working really hard on swatches. As long as they were doing that. Because it is horrible, y'all. And I also tried to do the like overhang thing, where like you could see the downstairs from the upstairs, but it didn't really work with the layout that I was doing. I really love that look, but it also, I don't know, I guess country homes, some of them are more old than others, so maybe that fits this theme. I don't really think so, because it's more country modern, but whatever. We're just gonna pretend it was built in like the 1900s or something. And I also had this couple have like a newborn baby or something, because I wanted to fill the space a bit more. Plus, I kind of wanted a toddler room, but the upstairs was way too small for that. And just a disclaimer, this house is way too expensive for only like one bedroom and one bathroom. It is way too expensive. I think it's probably because of the cabinets and all that jizzity jazz. But yeah, this house is way too expensive. But I really like the way it turned out. As long as you have the money for it, I think it's a really nice house. I would genuinely think about playing in this home, because it is just so cute. That kitchen is the best thing I've ever built. Hands down, is the best thing I've ever built. There was one challenge. Oh, I can't remember what it was, but I really liked that house too. I'm starting to really be more creative with my builds. As you can see, like, I'm stacking things on top of each other, which I never would have done before. I'm putting things on the bed at like the back of the truck, which again I never would have done before. And I'm really starting to branch out and really starting to be proud of my homes. And I really like that. I like kind of being proud of my homes for once. And I hope you guys are also enjoying these speed builds, because I have a lot. I mean, I don't know. As you're seeing this, I have like 3 speed builds stacked up and only like maybe 1 or 2 gameplay videos and no memes. So I hope you guys are enjoying these speed builds as much as I am, because Number one, I get to talk to you guys, and number two, it's just so fun because I'm actually starting to get good at building. I don't want to jinx it, but I am kind of getting pretty good at building. And I also tried to choose an older wallpaper. That floral pattern was way too much for me, so I just went basic cats and dogs, which I'm still pretty happy with. And here's the backyard. This, I never put pools in my Sims homes, but this was a perfect spot for a pool, and I love that. I love the pool. But anyway, we're rounding out the speed build. I already said my origin ID is good like simmer, all of that jazz. And if you guys want to download this, feel free, because I think this is probably my top 10 favorite. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. Top 10 favorite builds. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to join the awkward team today. Be sure to tell me any of your video ideas in the comments below. And I'll go ahead and just start playing music now because I have literally nothing else to say. And I hope to see you in the next one. So long for now, my awkward team.